Oh, hi everybody. Seems like I'm walking. It's actually what I'm doing. See the road behind me? The roads in North Carolina are pretty hilly, you know. Um, I'm actually walking up to the bowling alley. Uh, I, I had an opportunity to uh, pray about some things, and personally, uh, I feel as if I'm going to the bowling alley to maybe talk to my wife. um, I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't think it will. I mean, I want it to, but that could also mean, the flesh trying to actually tell me, hey, that's what you want to do. But I've noticed that through my walk, my Christian walk, not my physical walk, obviously, that that I think that something else is going to be there waiting for me. I'll tell you, um, I've had some really cool things happen to me. Just to give you an overview of what's been going on, uh, I've been making sure that I continue to follow in faith. I've been reading my Bible each and every single day, and nothing that I read so far really pertains to what I'm doing now. Everything that I've read so far has to do with, has to do with Paul in Acts, and also has to do with Samuel and Saul, as I've been reading. It just things have been really cool. God's will is strong. It's very strong. Yesterday, I got to work with an employee at Will Do Lawn Care. Free advertisement. And he said that, well, to give you a brief overview of him, I'm not going to mention his name. To give you a brief overview of him, he had been going through some tough times. He had just bought a vehicle, and the transmission went out on him. And since then, like, his life to him seemed to have taken turns. His girlfriend's daughter was running a fever yesterday, and I prayed for her. And it was funny because when I prayed to God the night before I went to work yesterday, and he showed me that I'm supposed to talk to him about something. I didn't know what. So it says be patient on the Lord in the Bible and wait for him. He'll show you the true nature of what you're supposed to speak to people about. And yesterday, we pulled up to a property, about to cut the property, and his mother texted him and said, "Hey, I had a dream about you last night. I think you ought to read Psalms 126. I thought that was so powerful because ever since I turned my life back to God, he's had me carry my Bible around like as if it was my cell phone. You know how a lot of people, they carry their cell phones around thinking that, oh man, I forgot my cell phone, or I lost it, I don't know where it's at. But what does that do for our Bible? You know, we're lost in the things of the world constantly. And the Lord placed it in my heart to sit there and let him read that passage out of the Bible. I just thought that was so awesome. Because God has a will that no matter what your plans are, he's got bigger plans for you. And it's so great that he'll sit here and he'll trump my plans of the plans that I think that I have. When really, all along, it's his plan. I just think that's so amazing. So today, well, actually ever since Monday, I actually invited my wife up to have a friendly game of bowling. And mind you, I haven't talked to her since April 1st, and here it is, April 28th, 4 weeks later. And I don't know if the purpose that I'm supposed to serve is for her today or for somebody else. I do know that it was a couple days ago. I was off on Monday and I decided to go get my hair cut. See? Well, I went up there with the intention of getting my hair cut, but I also did message my wife and I told her that I was going to go up there and that, you know, I'd take her out to dinner. I told her that I'd wait at the restaurant until 5:30. I didn't get the chance to see her, and I kind of think I know why, because God had a different plan for me. During my whole entire walk up there, which is about an hour and a half walk, I was able to plant seeds the whole entire way. I was able to tell God that I needed him. And he gave me a different option for the day. So the whole entire time, I had handed out Bible tracts, which I'm actually about to do right now because I see somebody walking, and I don't want to ignore God's plan. And for their sake, I'm not going to film them. Just give me a second, folks. Trying to find my Bible tracts. There they are. Just give me 1 second. Howdy.
Hi, how are you?
Doing good. I just wanted to let you know that God was thinking about you today.
Well, you know, I know that.
You know that?
And I've been thinking about him on the way home.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I have a church that I go to. It's called the Way of Life Baptist Church. Love to have you this Sunday if you're not doing anything.
I go to Ford Methodist.
Do you?
I do.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's great. So, do you mind if I ask you a question then?
Sure.
Do you know how to get to heaven?
accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior.
Awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. It's good to meet a fellow believer.
Yep, it
So,
is.
I do appreciate it. Thank you so very much.
And you know what? I'll pass this on because I do have a friend who's looking for a church.
Absolutely. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
You see, to God be the glory. She said that she goes to church and that she was going to pass along the Bible tract to somebody else whom is looking for a church. So that's awesome. That just goes to show you that although I have my own plans of what I'm doing, that I could stop and actually bring it into some people's lives that need to know. It says in Matthew, forgive me, I don't remember the actual verse itself. As like I said, I'm still trying to go through my walk in the Lord and do all things for Him. And as I'm doing that, I'm reading the Bible. And the Bible's just full of a lot of information. And sometimes I can't quote it just yet, although I want to. But it does say in there that you will reap what you sow. And that goes for anything, whether it be positive or negative. And I know in this instance it was positive, because I was able to pass along a good message and make sure that people know exactly what I'm talking about. See, the Lord has a way to convict people's hearts. The steps of a man are of his own, but the Lord weighs our hearts. I think that's so amazing and so awesome. I don't believe that there's anything such as coincidence. I think it's all God's will. I mean, I used to think that way, but I kind of just put that away as I continue to walk in His glory and the things that He wants me to do. A man who wins souls is wise. So I'm going to continue to do the Lord's work. Today, all I just want you guys to ask yourself is what you could do for the Lord today. Not that I'm forcing your hand, because I don't want to force anybody. I just want people to see from my perspective of how God works in me. If my wife was to view this right now, she'd think, oh, well, you're doing it for me. And the problem is I'm really not doing it for her. I'm doing it for what God wants. I'm doing what He would want me to do. So I'm going to go up to the bowling alley. It's only right across the way over there. I'm going to stop and get something to drink, though, because I'm pretty thirsty. So, I thank you guys for watching. If anything seems to happen that I think I should film, I'll first ask permission for the person that I have to, film for. But if nothing happens, I'm probably just going to end up walking back home. If I see my wife, I won't film her. I'll just have a talk with her and fellowship with her. I don't even want to discuss, what went wrong in our marriage. I'd rather just talk to her the whole entire time about the Lord. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll be uploading this to YouTube in a little while. And remember, what can we do for God? that decision lasts on you. Lasts on all of us. So thank you. Take care. Bye.